Okay, this is Rani Ahmed with you. This is lesson 5 in the description and the explanation of the project school registration, okay, and management. In this lesson we're going to move from editing students and teachers information, okay, to adding a new subject, okay, or in the American term course, okay. What is just a subject? The subject of matter that will be explained in a classroom in the school, okay. So our programs just fill in the blanks. We have the subject name here as a label, and I have an entry for it. Here I have subject price, and I can put the price, okay, as an integer. And then I put the description, which is inside this text widget, okay. And then I have a button which is a one that will call the procedure add subject later, okay. And everything that's written will be saved in MySQL, okay. Of course, we're using the TCL and TK and MySQL. Now, the widgets are defined below, okay. So it starts from here, where I'm saying that the window cannot be resized horizontally or vertically, okay. So that's why the zeros, and because the dot is the root window, okay, which is this whole window, okay, without the widgets. I'll be later adding things to it. So I'm saying that this window is not resizable by saying that the horizontal and the vertical are both having 0, okay, here. So if they have 1, okay, this means that both are resizable, okay. So I'm making my own combination to make an enter key as usual, okay, which is the kp enter and the return, okay. The kp enter, which is the number pad enter, okay, or the keypad enter, and the return, which is the enter at the heart of the keyboard. So both are making the my enter, okay. So anytime you press any of these, it means an enter button has been pressed, okay. And then I have the label, which is the dot subject name lab. As usual, I'm using the shorthand for the label and entry and text and whatever, okay, whatever else, and setting the text on that label, which is subject name here, okay. And I have placing it the subject name entry, which is this one, and I'm saying that the subject name entry, okay, will change focus to the price entry when I press my enter, which is pressing the enter button, okay. And I'm making another label, which is the price label, and this is the text inside the label, which is the subject price over here, and then of course the entry, the subject price entry. And then I'm binding also the price entry with enter button, so it moves to the text description. So therefore, using of course the command focus, so the focus is now over here with the name. Then I press enter on the name, then I move the focus to the price, then I move the focus to the subject description, and just watch the cursor moving from the top to the bottom, okay, of the window. Now this is the description label, okay, text subject description, so this one, okay, and text widget, which is this text widget, okay, it's been highlighted, okay, and that's its name, okay, and then I'm saying that it has a width of 50 characters and a height of 10 rows, okay, I think so, okay, this is 1, 2, let me type here, okay, doesn't allow me at the moment, okay, I must be typing. And then I have a button which is add a subject button, okay, here, and the text which is add new subject, which is the label here, add new subject, and then I have the command add subject, which is the procedure written on the top that will be called when I press the add new subject, okay, and that will be executed and used when I press the button. And then over here, from this line to this line, I always skip it because it's just simple as, okay, just tells where is the position inside the window, okay, like which row and which column is the label and the entry and the text widget, okay. Now, and of course the button. Now if I press add subject, okay, now if I say, for example, I have here systems and signals, okay, I think this subject is there, okay, if I say for example calculus, okay, and I say the price is like 100, okay, 100 units of money, and I say like mathematics, okay. So this is how we type, and just any mathematics subject, okay, for high school, just want to add it just to make it look like a true description, and then I press add new subject, and it is now added, and it tells you that this new subject calculus has now the ID number 10, okay. So this is this subject is the 10th subject recorded, okay. Now then it clears everything for me when I press OK. Now, so what I do is go to add subject, and then call the package require MySQL, okay, and then call the MySQL handler, okay, which is this connection to the MySQL database server, and then I'm changing to the database named school, okay. Then of course, after calling the add subject, okay, the MySQL handler is taken as global because it's outside, it's defined outside the procedure add subject, and then I'm taking the name, the price, and the description, okay. So this is the subject name entry, okay, and I'm using get, and then the output is given to trim, okay, to string trim, so it will trim the spaces from the ends or from the terminals, okay, from the start and the end of the string, okay, of the name, okay. So there will be no spaces at the sides of the name, and it's the same thing for the price, okay, and the same thing for the description. But the way to take the data from the text widget is that use the word get, okay, and then you say the command subcommand get, and then say 1.0, which means the very first character, until the end. So I'm taking everything inside the text widget, Okay, so this is how you grab it all. Okay, there are many other things you can do with that text widget. You can create a complete editor through it. Okay, and then yes, and then I'm making data validation. So what I'm saying here is that I have a string length name, okay, 0. So I'm saying if the string length of the subject name is 0, so that it means that it has nothing. Okay, so it will tell you and warn you. Okay, so this has nothing over here. Okay, so it will tell you that please fill the subject name. The rest is the same for the price. Okay, and the price, of course, we check whether it's a digital number. Okay, and if the string has a description, okay, or not. So if the description is defined or not, same thing. Okay, but if it's not defined, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just saying that it has nothing, and we'll save it inside the database that it has nothing. Okay, and saying inside the database and saving this word, this sentence inside the database, the subject has no saved description. And next thing is I set the SQL query that will save me the data, okay, into that table named subject. So I'm saying insert into subject the name and the description and the price. Now the name and the description are varchar, okay, so I must use the single quotes, okay, just to insert them and write it the same way like this, and say here for the description the same thing, and then the price, because it's just a number, I can skip this single quotes. Okay, and then I copy the variable into the command here, which is MySQL exec, because this is an insert, so I use MySQL exec, not MySQL select, okay, or SEL as it's written, MySQL SEL. Okay, so using the MySQL handler connection. Okay, and then this is our query. So after executing this, okay, I'll get a new insert ID, which is the auto increment number of the ID. There is also here a field named ID, which I don't mention because it's a primary key, and this primary key is an auto increment. Okay, so with an auto increment, you don't mention it, it will increment automatically and save the number automatically for you without mentioning it. Okay, and then so the new number is the new or latest insert ID that you got from this function. So I have here also 2 columns. Okay, don't think they are a mistake to have double dots like this, double columns like this, sorry. So yes, you have to do a double colon, okay, and then type MySQL, then a double colon, then insert ID, okay, and you tell tell the script which handler you are reading the last ID from. Okay, so the insert ID will give you the last insert ID or the last auto increment value, okay, after auto incrementation. Okay, and then I'm telling the user that this is my subject, okay, or this is the subject that you saved, and the last insert ID will be the subject ID for this newly inserted subject. Okay, and then I'm saying that clear the name entry, this one, it will clear it as we saw earlier. Okay, and then I'm also clearing the subject description, so I'm using the delete from 0.1 or 1.0, sorry, till the end. So I'm saying this is how we reference the first letter here or character here, and the end, which is here. Okay, if it's fully used. Okay, this show text has nothing, has no meaning. It's just for testing. I left it. Okay, so just to know what is being read. Okay, and thanks for watching. Please comment. Okay, you will never find a better TCL YouTube channel yet. Okay, and thank you for watching again. And what else I want to say? Yeah, subscribe. Okay, don't forget. Thanks.